What's up, everyone? It's Gabbie Trades here, and welcome back to the Coin Bureau Trading channel. Massive week for crypto, and here's the best way to trade it. But before we get rolling, you guys, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. It's very important you guys are here. Hello. Let me know how is the music. I think it's fine. I think we're in good level, and we're gonna jump straight into it. You guys, don't be shy. Say hi in the chat box. I remember absolutely everyone that's coming here in our live streams every single day. All right, so first things first, make sure to restart the chat box. Say hi. Hello. Hi Kenshin. All right. Okay, all of the regulars are here. I like to see that. All right, everyone. So first things up, we're keeping our eyes completely fixed on the US because the Fed is about to meet this week, and the mood in the market is going to be significantly influenced by what comes out of that meeting. Okay, so the markets are broadly expecting 25 basis points rate cuts. We're sitting at 96.7% right now. Now, the expectations are given already, and the US stock futures are getting a massive boost, right? We're seeing all-time highs. Stocks are absolutely exploding, and the global markets are absolutely riding the positive sentiment ahead of the decision. But is that really what matters? No, what really matters isn't if they're going to cut or not. They're probably going to cut, but the guidance that Jerome Powell gives about the future policy is what we need to be watching out for. For example, how many more cuts are we going to get? What is his thoughts in general, right? For us traders, we love the cuts because the borrowing costs are going to go down with the rate cuts, and that is going to help the corporate profits, really, right? It's going to be they're going to get cheaper financing, etc., which is good for stocks, good for crypto as well. But if the Fed cuts and then goes ahead and signals in the meetings that they're not going to be further future cuts, or in any way he cautions us about any risks, that is going to spook the markets, you guys, because it might immediately signal to us and might mean, okay, the economy is weaker than we thought. All right, so that is the vibe that we're getting right now, a tipping point vibe. The markets are optimistic at the moment. Honestly, the stocks, I've never seen them that well. They've been jumping, they've been leaving gaps up. But yeah, we need to be watching for any sensitivity or any signs that the Fed is backing away from any deeper cuts. Right, so all eyes are going to be on the US. Why? Because the US is the center, right? It's in the center of all this, and in a way, the health of this meeting is going to completely spill over into the global sentiment. I don't care, emerging markets, commodities, crypto, everything is going to be impacted by that. All right. Now, another reason why the markets were doing so great was because of the U.S. China trade optimism that we tend to follow on Twitter, right? So everything we see is pretty much on X. So yeah, we have some optimism brewing around a potential agreement between the U.S. and China trade negotiations, and that is boosting the appetite, right? Dow Jones averaged 0.7, almost a percent up after the opening bell. So traders are leaning into that. Stocks, futures, crypto, everyone is leaning into that. Why is that? Because when we have such trade geo risks in general, any risks like that, when they ease, of course everyone's going to switch the risk on, and happy days, we're all trading, we're making money, equities, cyclicals, whatever you want to trade. But the thing is, if anything happens, if we get another X post or the risk increases, the safe havens are going to pick up gold, bonds, and defensive. This is always what happens, right? So the weird thing about all this is that if you're looking at the stock market, we're making all-time highs, but the fear index is still in fear territory. So this is very, very dangerous. The VIX is also in the teens region. So that means below 20, which, what did we say every single time? We say that when the VIX is below 20, it can spike up very, very fast. Okay. Another thing that we're looking at this week is earnings. We have a lot of earnings coming this week. Very important. Alphabet, Coinbase. Coinbase might be interesting for us in crypto. Let's see what happens. We have a lot of the majors that are making up the indexes reporting this week, before, after the bell, whatever. So this week is pivotal for many, many reasons, not only the Fed's rate cuts. Let's see who's in the chat box. What's up, Ryan? Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, guys. Always do that. Taco Tuesday. Let's go. City, if the US and China don't sign a deal by the end of the week, I will place 200% tariffs on both of them. I love that. Yeah, I mean, I understand it's become a laughing matter a little bit, but you guys also need to understand, you know, these two countries are not particularly, you know, besties. All right, cool. So let's start immediately with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin Tuesday. I love having streams on Tuesday with you guys. Smash the like buttons. It's honestly my favorite thing to do, because Monday is a day when I kind of still evaluate what's been happening in the previous week, right? So we had our bias last week, it was bullish. Well, news break, we have bullish bias for this week as well. Thanks for the opening of this week. I'm glad to see that. All right, so again, I highly recommend you guys, because you can catch these trades even if you're not in the trades from last week, which I still am. The longs that we've been taking from 107. If you have been watching the live streams, congratulations, you're probably doing well by now. The thing is, right, we caught that long. I'm still riding it. I took profits at around 116 for many reasons. We have some resistance over here, and I wasn't sure how this week is going to open, right? But now that I know that the week is also bullish, but kind of like the range in between the true month open and true week open is a bit tiny. And again, if you're wondering how and why I'm trading these things, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do, right? What you need to do, hopefully the ads don't start. Yay, no ads today. What you need to do is come in the description box and find my trading course that I've put. You have 40% for the next few weeks, you guys, and then I'm gonna 40% off. Use code waitlist40. That's how you can get it. And again, all the goodies, if you're looking for a place to trade that's gonna give you bonuses just by signing up, of course, tab it, go ahead and check it, you guys, because stackable bonuses, especially if you sign up while I'm live with you guys, you can get the bonuses immediately, okay, within 24 hours, which I'm pretty sure the exchanges are not doing that. So that's pretty cool. Again, follow my main YouTube channel, of course, very important, because I go live there as well. All right, so that is where you're gonna find the updates also on Monday. But anyway, the true week opens bullish for us, right? So right now, what are we seeing? All right, let's evaluate a little bit from last week. Okay, 107K was a very important region to hold. I made a video also on Coin Bureau Trading channel talking about the Wyckoff distribution and why this whole thing looks very, very scary, and why the bears had a case which I think was wrong. Okay, and now we're proving that this is exactly the case, and the bears are getting squeezed right now. Okay, so the thing about this is, right, I'm bullish on this week. All right, so that means that I prefer to take buys rather than sells. But considering how tiny the range is over here between true month open, true week open, I have to be vigilant of what I'm doing, especially the fact that we have very heavy news week. I'm going to watch out very carefully from what I'm seeing in terms of my indicators, my supports, my resistances, my liquidation levels. So the first one that I'm seeing over here that might be of a very big importance for us is the level at 117.886 to be mega giga precise. This level could be wicked, whatever. But if I'm looking to hedge my long, which I'm writing super nicely, I'm pretty much up a lot on Bitcoin and Ethereum, so I'm very glad to take a hedge, but it needs to be in an area that makes sense for me. So the first area that makes sense is coming up here at 117.8. So if and when price gets to that level, I'm going to observe very carefully what price does to potentially hedge my long. Okay, so that's one area. We have also around 120K or whatever. the thing is, right, the way that we've been holding the 107, to me, this pretty much signals straight way up. We might even see new all-time highs, you guys, honestly, but I need to be very, very careful, because all in all, Bitcoin has reached my first levels of extension. And by that, I mean, see here, leg one, leg two. So these were my first targets for these for this bull market on Bitcoin. So I have to be you know, aware of that, right? That doesn't mean that I'm not expecting more. In fact, I am big time expecting more, because overall my expectations for Bitcoin were, and you guys were with me, I was already streaming on Coin Bureau Trading channel. Make sure to smash that like button. I think we have more than 58 people watching, so we need to have at least 58 likes. I'm not gonna check, but we're gonna check in a little bit. Anyway, so the expectations since we've been together, you guys, were for Q4 to be you know, range bound, right? Range bound, a pretty big range that we saw over here. So my last expectations for Q4 is obviously for price to manipulate above this range one last time before we start the bull market. And here I've marked my levels of interest, 146, 155. Right, for Bitcoin. That's according to my extensions, my fib extensions. How I use my fib extensions, again, go and grab my course. You can get it for $200. It's not a monthly subscription, it's a one-time payment. I genuinely did it for you guys, honestly. People were begging me to finish it because I wasn't even bothered to do it. Okay, so yeah, this is the resistance. Again, just to summarize for everyone, if you want to make screenshot, do what makes you happy, you guys. Now, in case that we get, I don't know, another Twitter post from Trump or whatever, we have to be also aware that hedging is a good idea, because, you know, the market is genuinely, you guys, the market is overextended right now. It's so extended, in fact, to scary levels, right? We are extended to almost to the levels where we were extended back to when we got the .com bubble burst. Okay, so just warning you guys, after all this, we need to be vigilant. The interesting thing is, right, if you look at gold, for example, if you look at gold is pulling back nicely, right? This trade already played out. That was a nice trade. I think I showed you that trade as well, but let's delete it for now. Anyway, so gold is pulling back nicely. So that could mean also that people are rotating into indexes and stocks because they're performing extraordinarily right now. Extraordinarily, in fact, way more interesting than crypto. Okay, so yeah, that makes me think that people might be rotating at the moment. So that's not a bad signal at all, but things can change very quickly with a snap of a finger. So that's why I prefer to be hedged more than not, if that makes sense. And then if SH hits the fan, then in that case we start to look at levels at support at around 114k, which support already held today with a bullish bias below the true week open. And then we have 112k, of course, very important level. Why is it very important level? Well, because it used to be a previous all-time high. It used to be support, right? Turn into resistance. And now again, maybe they want to, after they broke the level, maybe they want to go ahead and retest that level again. All right, good morning from New Orleans, you guys. Hope you have a great day. And again, I highly recommend you follow my main YouTube channel as well, which is down here, you guys, to get more streams. Very useful for you guys, as you have seen yourselves. I don't need to say anything. Check the course. Honestly, you get 40% off for the next 3 weeks. One-time payment around $200. Amazing value. I've got great reviews on it. And if you're looking to trade and get stackable bonuses live stream, if you click on that link, just because you come from the live stream, you're gonna get the bonuses using Tabbit. All right. Okay, cool. Bitcoin, anything else I want to say? Okay, fine. So we discussed the supports, we discussed the resistances. You can go back and rewatch the video however many times you want. Okay. Ethereum, same thing. Longs from down here, nicely up on this trade. Closed, of course, some of my profits around the daily resistance over here. nothing nothing unusual. I haven't even opened a short because I am so sure that Ethereum is going to do so much better than Bitcoin at this point. So yeah, for me, there is no short over here. In fact, I was just taking profits with the expectations that price is going to retrace down here and hopefully find support at our weekly support, right? Weekly support down here. But again, look at the weekly chart on Ethereum. It's just so pretty, right? Buyers are defending levels like no tomorrow. We're trending and trading above levels of previous massive resistance, right? All-time high from March, all-time high from what is this? Another high from December 2nd. Trading above it makes me feel very, very confident at the moment on ETH. And by the way, the technicals are also showing that if you're long ETH, you're going to get more returns at the moment. So happy days. It looks absolutely great. The weekly support is holding. Everything's perfect. All right. Let's have a look Ethereum on a little bit of a lower time frame. The 4-hour supports and resistances hold. All of these levels I get with my indicators. You guys go and grab them. Honestly, they're going to help you so much. It's under the description box. Now, for me, from here on, I will be very, very happy if Ethereum goes ahead and breaks 4,200 levels. Okay, we have another sell wall here on the 4-hour time frame, which is 4,486. I think the bigger challenge for ETH, right? If you look on the daily, right? If you look on the daily, it's going to be around 4,400 levels, right? Around 4,400 is potentially the first level that I'm going to look at ETH for hedging, but I don't even feel that there is going to be a need for that. But yeah, whatever, around 4,400 maybe for any sells, anywhere between this level and between the sell block that starts around 4,480. I think that's going to be where I'm looking at ETH. But again, I think ETH is going to be the one outperforming from now on, right? And then 5,000 is going to be, you know, the next level, and God knows to what extent is ETH going to trade. All right, you guys also let me know in the chat box if you have any altcoins that you want me to review. I do it all the time and it helps a lot. So again, let me know, because I'm not really into alts at the moment. Not many. Virtual's been doing quite well actually. DGB and all these kind of alts have been doing great, but let me know the ones that you want to see and you're interested in, or if you're stuck on a trade. Optimism, and Milsevot wants to see optimism. Okay, fine. So let's look at Sol. To be honest, Sol is not that impressing, just like the rest of the, you know, the alts. We're not trading above levels yet. You know what I mean? Like you can see them over here, previous all-time highs, right? And now we kind of rejected, and this session we're kind of trading up again, which is nice, but it needs a little bit more, to be fair, for me to be interested back in trading Solana. Probably levels above $214. I will start considering it. Okay. Optimism is an interesting one. Let's have a look real quick how that's been doing. 2% up on the day. Absolutely nothing burger. Okay, good. Yeah, it looks bad. Okay, it looks really bad. It looks like one of the altcoins that have not done very well so far. The only like nice thing about it is that I'm seeing some potential extensions up to 2.7 with my indicators, so that might be a potential target if everything starts going well. But for now, there is no signs that anything is going well for op, in my opinion. You can't construct a trading plan over here. You can't put your stop loss anywhere. You have a wick with the size of 55%. So, and this is the current price action, right? So where are you gonna put your stop loss? How are you gonna enter is beyond me, right? It's really beyond me. So for optimism, the only time I will probably have some sort of whatever interest into it is if we start trading above 0.72. If you want to make a screenshot around this area, 0.72. If we start trading with body closes on the daily above that level, then I might come back and you know, have some interest in that altcoin. But for now, there's absolutely no way. Okay, we have Dogecoin. which is one that I like as well. They have papers, they can get ETFs, so you know, I don't necessarily hate it. I'm pro Doge. That's not the chart actually that I wanted to see. Do we have another chart that is more charted? I should do. Where is that? That's not the one. Hold on, you guys, because I have so many charts. It's actually crazy. Where's my Doge? Oh yeah, that's more like it. Okay, cool. All right, so on a weekly time frame, pretty much kind of like similar to everything else. It's really reached to levels that were unimaginable for me. I have them marked down here as like the ultimate levels of retrace. Down here, I never believed that price is going to go back to these levels. We're trading above 0.179, which is very good, but we still need a lot more force for this in order for me to gain any interest. At the very least, trade above 0.22, right? 0.22, and even then is going to be quite risky for me. But again, we need to trade at least 0.22 for me to gain any interest whatsoever. But on the cards, you have 0.3. I know it's not much, but you do have it in a way, and then potential 0.4 for Doge, and anything above that, in my opinion, is going to be a gift. Make sure to like this video, guys. I'm not sure how many people we have live here. I can't really see the number, but make sure to like the video. And again, I'm going to encourage you to check all the offers that we have here for you guys. Make sure to follow my main YouTube channel, get on my course, which I finished for you. It's nice. It's going to help you a lot, you guys, honestly. So yeah, Doge, that's it. ARRR. Just trying to see everything. Wait, where's my ARRR? Where's my ARRR? Where's my ARRR? Hold on one sec. Maybe here. I'm not sure. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked at that in a while. Okay, but the failure was significant. The good thing is $1.22 on the table still, but a lot needs to happen. We need to come back. We need to come back to our levels, right? We're so far away right now. We're so far away. At least trade above 0.43. 0.45, ideally start trading above, then maybe we can start constructing a trading plan. Do you know what I mean? Until then, it's like you're just waiting, right? You're just waiting. You don't know if the bottom is going to be retested one more time. Do you believe alt season will happen? I've never believed that alt season is going to happen. I've said it multiple times, you guys. I'm not a believer of that, especially the way things are right now. I believe that probably the coins that are I don't know, some insiders, CZ, Binance stuff, maybe yes, ETF stuff probably, but everything else looks very sus, honestly. APT, for the lovers of APT in this channel, let's see if that's the chart over here. Yeah, so APT, the only good thing is that we're kind of trading above $3 at least, at the very minimum. It's super pathetic, but at least we're trading above $3. Okay. Yeah, so for APT, honestly, this whole sell block over here, all of these lines are a massive sell block, right? They were just a massive sell block. I kind of like the wick to the downside away from this massive sell block range. It's nice, but I'm gonna need, unfortunately, more confirmation with that wick that happened. Same thing, I can't really construct a proper trading plan with this. So we need to start trading above levels, and from now on, APT, I'm a holder, whatever. I'm deep into the nothingness, but I think above $5, honestly, you guys. I'm not gonna play around with that wall anymore. I'm just not going to play with it anymore, right? I need a clear trading above $5 for me to get any interest, right? We've reached these levels. They might have ruined it for us, right? They might have ruined crypto for us. So totally possible. Near. Okay, let's look at near real quick here on the daily. See, we had this nice 3.35 level that we could have been targeting very nicely. But then the liquidation happened, and then we had an ultimate level. By the way, this level has been here for a long time. 2.215 liquidation happened and price started holding this level. So I like when my levels match on multiple assets, right? So yeah, again, same thing. We need to be trading above $3 for near for me to be able to construct a nice trading plan. Overall, actually, when I look at the weekly, it's not too bad. Double liquidity formation, so you might see $9 on this. The sell block is up here, right? This is the sell block, starting at $9.3 up to $11, right? So this is really your sell block. So if we're lucky, we might get the $9.3 over here. Actually, it would be really nice. And this is pretty much the level down here. So if you want to be a massive DJ, maybe a spot play, I don't know, but like for a leverage, I need levels broken before that, right? I just need them above 3.3, right? Okay, everyone on the same page. I like that. AVAX. AVAX. All right, so we're still not even breaking the very basic resistance at $20.5. So it looks really pathetic. It just looks bad. It just looks bad. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to break. And if you're trying to catch a bottom, I don't know, maybe wait for it to break the first daily resistance at $24, 23.9, and that is still going to be a degen play. With the way that these candles are trading, it is still considered, in my opinion, a degen play, because you still have a level that might be retested at around $17. So, you know, it is what it is, you guys. It is what it is. Aster, it looks so dead as well. It looks so freaking dead. I have no idea how I could trade this. I swear, I think I looked at it earlier on stream, and I honestly, like, it's just going to be shooting in the dark at the moment. We just did AVAX, Radiant. We just did AVAX. So yeah, we are kind of like in a block that I was hoping to hold. So at the very least, trade above the block, confirm it as support. Then maybe I can see something. For now, it's like literally nothing. APT, we also did a little bit. What you need to do is just go back. Yeah, so that's the current situation, you guys. This is what we're dealing with. Zcash, we had a nice long over here. That was nice. That was very nice. This was the area of support. And then you're looking for this level to hold, really. 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need to go on the 4-hour because we don't have much to work with. So I'd say 4-hour over here. Maybe retest the $300. Then I could construct a trading plan over here. That would be nice. Let's look at the 12-hour. Yeah, around $300. I think it's a good one to test. Good one to retest. If we're lucky, right? We might even not see it go back to that level. Yes, make sure to smash that like button, you guys. Show some love to the live stream. I love helping you out, you guys, over here. ARRR, I was looking earlier at ARRR as well. 4.5 currently at resistance on the 4-hour, rejecting. Also 12-hour. Ouch. Yeah, so the thing is, right, we're not at a bad level. We're not at an absolutely horrid level. We're holding the 0.236 range model theory. If you want to learn these things, you guys, one-time payment, $200, go ahead, learn it. Yeah, so again, for ARRR, I need to wait, but thankfully not that much. So I think I want to wait for price to trade on a daily above 1.093 with a daily close, and then I'm starting to to get back into it, right? For ARRR. And then you have a chance. You have a chance of $1.9, maybe even $2 if you're lucky. So it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad, but it needs a lot more. It needs a lot more. DOT, you know, I was hoping for DOT to do so well. But I cannot believe it, you guys. It is literally trading at the same levels that it used to trade. Not even back to the same levels that we were March 2025. Horrid. I was very much hoping that this is going to perform super well, because we have the double liquidity formation over here. You can see it. This is the level to hold. The level to hold is over here above $3.4, right? $3.4, and we're even not trading above that right now. So it looks really bad. It looks really bad, you guys. Honestly, you have to wait for it to come back up and trade above $4, because if it doesn't trade above $4, you're like literally gunning in the dark. That's what you're doing, which you're not supposed to be doing, you know. But overall, if some magic happens and it looks great, $12 would be definitely on the table. If we start seeing strength in that. Where are all my stuff? Why do I have to go and like search it like that? TradingView is playing with me. Sorry, what do I have? SNS, CRV, Dodge. Where is my SUI? Yeah, whatever. We're gonna find it like that. Bybit? Did I chart this one? No, I didn't chart this one. Hold on. From Mexi, maybe? Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's not even the chart I was hoping to see, but anyway, it still works. Okay, it still works. Yeah, kind of pathetic still. Yeah, we're trading even below the 0.5. Massive danger zone. You have a buy block over here that's been holding for a while. Even with the liquidation, we closed above it, so that's not too bad. It's not too bad, but at the very least, we need to start trading above 2.8, and I still don't know. It's still going to be degen, in my opinion, honestly, to get back into that. But at least 2.8, $3. Bring it above that, confirm some support, and then I can be interested. I think you confused APT with ARB. I did APT for sure. I did APT. We were talking about the $3, right? We were talking about the $3 on APT and how they were holding, and then that's potentially a good sign. But you have this huge sell wall, right, that you've been trading since you entered in that zone in March, and you've just been in that level. So, you know, for spot, maybe for trading, you need a lot more confirmation than that. And you guys, we just need to be playing safe right now. Gabbie's trading view got terrified. That's so funny. Oh my god. But you guys, again, thank you so much, and make sure to follow my main YouTube channel. Check all the deals, because if you come live right now on these deals, you can get a lot of bonuses, especially Tabbit. This is the promotion that we currently have. Thank you so much for liking the stream and being so nice to me. I love it, guys. Check the course. Honestly, you have 40% off. You can get it for $200, you guys. Go ahead. It's going to help you with your trading so much. We've had great reviews on it so far. All right. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.